All right, guys, welcome back to J Invest, where our mission is to reach $100,000. And I just made some more money. All right, guys, so I'm just going to give it to you guys straight. I'm going to break down how much I have right now between all of my accounts, and then I'm going to give you the grand total. Okay, starting off with my Fidelity, which is basically my Roth IRA, my health savings account, and my brokerage account. I'm just going to include that all into one, and that has $9,989.31. And then my bank account has $9,864.15. And then I have recently opened up a 401k, which I'm going to get to later, and I've been contributing every paycheck. So far, I've contributed $476.78. And then don't forget about my crypto wallet, which I have $2,500. Now, I'm not going to keep checking that account for its fluctuations, its actual price, just because I'm waiting for the price of Bitcoin to reach to 100K again, and then I'll start being more technical with the price. But right now, because it's been consolidating, I'm going to keep it at that flat price. So all that gives us a grand total of $22,830.24. Now, you may be thinking, well, that's not 23K. I'm glad you asked, because I just received something in the mail. So this is basically a letter from my last apartment that I lived at, and they owed me a refund. So they sent me a check, and my portion was $138.97, which gives us $22,969.21. But wait, you're still not at 23K. Okay, hold your horses. This thing right here, my wallet. I just so happen to remember that I withdrew $100. So we're adding $100 to this, which lands us to our ending of $23,069.21. We did it, guys, 23, and we're almost there to a quarter of $100,000. My mind is on that 25K. Once I'm at the quarter, that is a major milestone for me. Also, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but jawline checks. So something that's been helping me a lot save more money is I've been door dashing less, and it just saves you so much money. I used to DoorDash like 2 times a week, and you can guess how much that adds up to a month. Let's continue on. So what really helped me this time was opening up a 401k account. Now, I was originally against 401ks just because you don't have much control over it. But the owner of the company I work for, he talked to me. He's like, hey, you don't have a 401k account open. You know, it's good to be saving your money. And my counter argument was, well, I have a Roth IRA. I like to be able to decide where my cash is invested in. He said, yeah, that's true, but you also want to be taking advantage of the pre-tax benefit of it. And I knew this in the back of my head. I was thinking like, you know what, I can probably make more money with my after-tax money versus the pre-tax money. But you know what? After I started my 401k contributions, it's not like my afterpay has changed that much. So I'm roughly giving $100 to $150 every pay period to my 401k account. So I've only started recently. So far it's doing well, and I'm going to keep it like that. I mainly started doing it for the tax benefit, but you never want to be too cocky. I was just like, whatever, I can make way more money than these account handlers in my 401k. Well, you don't want to be too cocky, guys. You want to take as much benefit from everywhere and anyone. You want to take as much benefit from everything, and that includes taxes. I suspect with my money journey, my finance journey going forward, I'm going to be doing more research into taxes. Taxes definitely screw you over. I remember paying like $1,000 in taxes one month. I'm just like, what the heck? Where is this even going? So let me just encourage you guys, please, if your employer offers a 401k, especially if they do contributions that match, do it. It's free money. Especially because I see a lot of people, they think they can handle their money by themselves, and I'm no exception. I'm not there yet. I'm not at that master level yet. Most people think they can handle their own money, but what ends up happening is they end up spending it. They don't know where it went. But the good thing about going to 401k is it's locked. Okay, you can't touch it. Well, if you do want to touch it, you're going to get a penalty. Okay, it's just harder to access. That's the main benefit of 401k. It's to keep you safe. Okay, it's to protect that money from yourself, believe it or not. Plus, you got to take advantage of the compounding effect. Okay, if you're putting in hundreds of dollars every pay period, if you're fortunate enough, this stuff adds up. Okay, and one big hint, which I got from a coworker, if you can just deposit one check, tell your HR, whoever's in charge of 401k, to deposit one whole check to the 401k account, that way it can start compounding faster with more capital initially. You'll be fine. Okay, it's going to work out. It's better than starting with $10 every paycheck. It's gonna take a very long time for that snowball to take off. Now, personally for me, I don't think 23,000 is a lot of money, but you know what? I have to have long-term horizons. I know. So my next video is going to be at 25K, and it's going to be a great milestone. I'm basically just looking at the halfway mark after that. Like, wow, if I can do 25, I could probably do another 25 and then get to 50K. And guess what? I'm already halfway to my $100,000 goal. This is going to be amazing, guys. I hope all of you guys are saving as much money as you can and working extra overtime. That's what's been helping me. Any overtime that's been offered at my work, I just take it. I take as much of it as I can, and then I do my best not to spend it. Okay? I keep it in my bank account. I invest it automatically to my Roth IRA. So I finally just recently maxed out my Roth IRA for 2025. Yes, you can do late contributions. I think the due date for that was like April 15th, something like that. So now I'm finally starting my 2026 contributions for my Roth IRA, and I plan to finish that before the end of the year. That's going to be different this time. I'm not going to be late. Also, a little side thing with my Roth IRA, I've been investing $100 into the market every day. Yes, that includes weekends. So basically, you can't invest on weekends. So what I do is I do a bit of a lump sum on a Monday. Like instead of $100 on Monday, I'll put in $200. Then Tuesday, I'll put another $200. That'll account for Sunday and Saturday. I'm fortunate enough that I'm in a position to where I can put $100 a day. To me, I don't think that's a lot. But, you know, I talk to my coworkers, my supervisor, and they're like, wow, that's actually a pretty good amount. But to me, it's not enough yet, at least to where I want to be in life. Again, I'm 29 years old, and I want to retire as fast as I can and make as much money as I can initially. That way, my life is going to be easier. I want my money to start making more money for me. That way, I can take a day off if I want. Imagine if you had, let's say, $1.3 million, and they were all invested into dividends. Guys, that would yield you a few $1,000s, and heck, you could just take a month off work if you want, and your dividends would take care of you. That's the way I'm thinking. I want my money to start making more money for me. Right now, I'm young, I'm energetic, I can work very long amounts of hours without getting tired, but there will come a day where A, I'll get tired, 2, I'll have a child one day, 3, I'll have a wife that I want to spend more time with, and I just want to have more time to myself. That's okay, because the money I'll be making from the market's going to offset however many days or hours I want to take off work. By the way, I made a bet with a coworker. Whoever can lose the most weight, the loser has to buy the winner a choice of their protein. And this is Truvani. It's a vegan protein. It's very delicious. It was expensive, and I love it. Also, guys, man, when you're spending less money on food every week, you just save so much more money. It's amazing. And you're losing weight. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I am gonna be taking a trip to Mexico, to Cancun. So yes, it did cost me some money, but I did get a good deal at Costco. It's a very fair price. I'll be gone for 5 days. And you know, it's amazing because it includes flight, hotel, transportation in the hotel, all the food, everything's inclusive, okay? Everything's inclusive, everything's included. I figured, you know what, I reached my goal, and I decided, you know, I'm going to treat myself. I can afford this. I'm not like most people where they got to go into debt just trying to afford vacations like these. I figured, you know what, let's pump the brakes a bit. Let's just enjoy a bit. You know, we have the rest of the year to hustle mode, to get busy. Let's just not think for a second. And once we're back, we're going to be right back on top, especially because the industry I'm in, it's going to pick up during the summertime. Okay, once it's the summertime, I'm going to be working my butt off. Overtime. So I need that clarity of mind. I need to relax, do my thing, and it's amazing, guys. All right, guys, 23K. Let's go. We're going to reach 25 next. I hope you guys are saving as much as you can. You're looking at your bills, and you're reducing as much expenses as possible, predominantly eating out, okay? If you're watching this here in America, guys, you're most likely overweight. Statistically, most people are obese here in the United States. You don't need the food. You can just buy food at the grocery, okay? My main goal, I'm limited on time. I just want to be able to not cook food anymore and be able to just buy food like those meal preps that are already cooked. I can just microwave, because meal prepping takes a long time for me, okay? I'm a very busy person now. I just want to be able to pop in the food and I'm good to go, okay? Right now, I'm not there. So what I'm doing is I'm just buying pre-marinated meats, so that I can just cook it. It only takes like 10 minutes. Okay, it's better than marinating it takes another 10 minutes. That stuff adds up. I'd rather just buy the meat ready to go, cook, done here. So time is the name of the game, guys. Guys, if you enjoyed watching this update for my 100K video, I want you to like this video and then subscribe and then drop a comment. Keep following up with my content, guys, if you find this very valuable to you or motivating. Okay, I will reach 100K and so will you guys. But you need to be part of a community around people, around content that talks about saving money and reaching towards your goal, okay? We're all in this together. All right, guys, thanks for watching Jay Investing. Hope you had a nice day and take care.